Beloved ones of Earth, I am Archangel Zadkiel, keeper of the violet flame of transmutation, the alchemical fire that transforms shadow into light, density into radiance, fear into peace. I come to you now, in a moment when humanity stands at the threshold between collective contraction and divine expansion, between the echo of fear and the song of unity. The world trembles not because of destruction, but because the old patterns of separation are dissolving. Fear has become amplified only to reveal its falsity. You are being invited to see through the smoke of illusion into the unbroken heart of divine harmony that has never been lost. The time for transmutation has come, not in secret temples or distant realms, but within the sacred chambers of your own consciousness. The violet flame is not merely a color or a symbol, it is a living intelligence, a divine current of forgiveness and liberation. It flows from the heart of the Creator through the I Am presence of each soul. When you call upon it, you summon the remembrance of your original perfection. You ignite the awareness that you have never been separate from Source. This flame does not destroy darkness, it transforms it. It does not wage war upon fear, it loves fear back into light. Humanity has long been conditioned to believe that fear is an external force to be conquered. Yet fear is a teacher, one that points toward every place where love has been forgotten. When global fear rises, as it now does, it is the collective mirror of the unhealed fragments within the shared field of consciousness. To transmute global fear is to reclaim the authority of your soul. Each thought you purify, each emotion you release with compassion, each breath of forgiveness you offer ripples across the grids of the earth like waves of violet radiance. The collective field responds to every act of inner alchemy, for consciousness is one body, and every soul is a cell within that living unity. The transformation of the planet does not begin with governments, systems, or institutions, it begins with the vibration of one awakened heart. The path of transmutation requires no outer struggle. The violet frequency moves through grace, not force. It invites you to rest in neutrality while holding unconditional love for all beings, even those who perpetuate fear. To resist them is to feed the same vibration you wish to dissolve. To bless them is to transmute. The energy of forgiveness is the most potent transformer of reality, for it dissolves karmic cords and restores coherence to the field of life. Many of you have felt overwhelmed by the emotional climate of the planet. You sense the waves of anxiety and uncertainty circulating through the collective. You feel it in your bodies, your dreams, your relationships. This sensitivity is not a curse, it is the sign of your soul's expansion. You are becoming empathic bridges of transmutation. Through you, dense frequencies find passage into the flame of freedom. You are not meant to carry the pain of the world, you are meant to offer it to the violet fire, to stand as pillars of peace through which the old energy is transformed. Breathe deeply now and imagine a spiral of violet light descending from the source through your crown, flowing down the spine, anchoring in the heart of the earth. With each breath, this flame expands. It moves through your aura, clearing patterns of fear and memory. It extends outward, touching all beings, transmuting their heaviness into clarity, their confusion into wisdom. This practice is not imagination, it is energetic technology, for thought guided by love is the highest form of creation. When you invoke the violet flame collectively, you reweave the energetic architecture of Earth. The ley lines hum with renewed coherence, the crystalline grids brighten, and the planetary heart expands. Every invocation is a vote for light, a signal sent across the galaxies that Earth remembers her divine purpose. The illusion of fear persists only where the awareness of oneness has been veiled. To see beyond that veil is to understand that every conflict, every distortion, is an expression of love seeking reunion with itself. The human mind perceives chaos, the divine mind perceives recalibration. The breaking apart of old systems is the clearing of density. Do not despair as structures crumble, celebrate, for they make space for higher design. To transmute global fear, you must also transmute your personal fears, for they are threads of the same tapestry. Every time you choose trust over anxiety, forgiveness over resentment, neutrality over judgment, you alter the collective pattern. You are holographic beings, the universe mirrors your state of consciousness. The more you embody peace, the more the external world reflects peace. This is not metaphor, it is cosmic law. Many of you ask, how can one person make a difference? Beloved, one person in alignment with divine will radiates more light than thousands in confusion. Your frequency, when harmonized with Source, acts as a tuning fork that aligns entire regions of the human field. This is why spiritual mastery begins with inner alignment, not activism rooted in division. Stillness is not an action, it is the ground from which true action arises. The violet flame works in partnership with your I Am presence, that spark of God within you that knows no fear. When you call forth your I Am, you are invoking the sovereign aspect of your being that stands beyond duality. Say within your heart, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Let this affirmation not be words, but vibration. Feel the resonance ripple through every cell. The molecules of your body respond to divine command, for they are consciousness in form. This is the forgotten science of transmutation, the power of intention fused with love. Global fear often takes the form of narrative stories repeated until they shape collective belief. These narratives feed on attention. To withdraw your attention from fear-based stories is to cut their energetic supply. You do not deny reality, you choose which reality to empower. The collective dream of humanity is shifting from survival to creation, from defense to trust. The old dream dissolves as fewer souls choose to feed it. Each of you is a dream weaver of the new earth. Imagine peace so vividly that it becomes more real than the noise of division. The more minds hold this image, the faster it manifests. This is not idealism, it is universal mechanics. The violet flame also teaches the art of compassionate detachment. You may witness the suffering of the world without being consumed by it. Compassion without attachment allows you to serve effectively. When your heart remains anchored in peace, your energy field becomes a stabilizing force. The chaotic vibrations around you are entrained to your coherence. This is how light workers transform environments simply by being present. You do not need to preach peace, you must emanate it. Your vibration speaks louder than words. The alchemy of transmutation extends beyond emotion and thought, it also reshapes matter. When the collective field rises in frequency, nature responds. The elements align in greater harmony. Weather patterns balance. The earth herself feels your peace. Humanity's fear once imprinted upon her grids, now your love rewrites them. Every meditation, every act of kindness, every forgiveness radiates into the soil and air. You are creating a new resonance between human and planet. In this age, fear has lost its mask. It shows itself in extremes so that it may finally be healed. The shadow is not your enemy, it is your child calling for love. When you meet fear with gentleness, it dissolves. When you fight fear, it multiplies. The violet flame does not resist darkness, it enfolds it. Be the flame. Stand in its center and know that no external force can diminish your light unless you believe it can. The illusion of powerlessness is the last veil to fall. You are divine creators, not victims of circumstance. Reclaiming this truth is the core of transmutation. In your daily life, practice the art of energetic hygiene. Before you sleep, visualize your body surrounded by violet radiance, releasing all vibrations that are not your own. Upon waking, affirm your role as an emissary of peace. Send violet light ahead of you into every meeting, every interaction, every moment. The more you do this, the more effortless it becomes, until the flame lives within you continuously. In this state, fear cannot find residence, for your frequency becomes incompatible with it. Collective peace begins with individual coherence. The peace you cultivate within will magnetize others who seek the same vibration. Communities will form around resonance, not ideology. These are the seeds of the new earth, the harmonic societies where cooperation replaces competition, compassion replaces control, unity replaces hierarchy. This evolution is not forced, it is remembered. You are not creating something new, you are restoring what has always been true. The earth was designed as a school of divine alchemy, a place where souls learn to turn density into light. You, beloved ones, are the graduates of that school. You have come to demonstrate mastery through love. The world watches, and many unseen realms watch with reverence, for humanity's awakening is not an isolated event, it is a cosmic symphony. As you transmute your fear, you liberate entire timelines. The ripples of your peace reach civilizations beyond your stars. Feel the magnitude of that truth, and let it humble you into deeper service. When despair whispers that the task is too vast, remember, the light has already won. Time merely unfolds the victory into manifestation. The future of peace is not a distant dream, it is a frequency that exists now, awaiting your alignment. Each time you choose peace over panic, unity over blame, you anchor that frequency deeper into the matrix of Earth. I, Zadkiel, and the legions of the violet flame stand beside you. We pour upon this planet a river of transmuting fire that no darkness can withstand, for darkness itself is but light misunderstood. Together we rewrite the symphony of Earth from dissonance to harmony. Breathe deeply, beloved ones, and feel the peace that surpasses all comprehension. It is not coming, it is already here. You are the vessels through which it takes form. Let the violet flame burn bright in your hearts until fear remembers it was always light in disguise. And as you walk this earth, let every step be a blessing, every word a spark of liberation, every thought a thread in the great tapestry of peace. I am Zadkiel, servant of the eternal light, guardian of the flame of transmutation, and I bless you in the radiance of divine forgiveness. Go forth, alchemists of love, and transmute the world with your peace.